Beaumont, coming to you from Cape Spear, Newfoundland. Well, thanks. And I mean, are you all with here? No.
Let's pause for a moment and remember I'm in the back seat with Alan Hockup.
So you know that when the car goes down that hill?
Yes, to land this. Mr. Walter Gretzky. How are you, sir?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm thrilled standing beside you.
Wow. Take two.
I'll just go ahead and pinch me. Go on now.
They're craft twin 48-foot wooden schooners, the traditional kind.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Beaumont. Welcome to CNB Scene, the show that celebrates all the people, places, and things that make the four Atlantic provinces so very special. From Nova Scotia to New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island to Newfoundland and Labrador, we take you to where the action is. And that's where we are today, in beautiful Annapolis Valley, Nova Scotia, for the 2013 Winter Wine Festival.
Just like the brochure says, it's the perfect time to shake off those winter blues and enjoy some reds and whites. It's a weekend to meet and greet the makers, taste and celebrate their creations, and embrace the beauty of Canada's East Coast. Just 45 minutes from the city of Halifax, the wineries of Nova Scotia's Annapolis Valley have opened their doors to welcome travelers and tourists and locals alike. And with a schedule packed with everything from snowshoeing to sushi pairing, we were thrilled to get the invitation from Winery Association of Nova Scotia CEO Nick Jennery to spend the day in wine country.
Now, you said wine country, and there aren't a lot of people out there that would go, Nova Scotia, wine country, but we really have an industry here.
Absolutely. This is Canada's third wine region. So we've got Ontario and we've got BC. And what's so exciting is that it's quite a young industry. There's a lot of wineries that have only been producing for the last 5 years. But in those 5 years, we've got some award-winning wines, we've got some award-winning winemakers. There's a winery that's now in the top 25 all-Canadian best wineries. So this is very exciting. The job now is to get the message out. So we're really looking to put on a very fun weekend so that people can come and discover the wines and discover some friendships. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And share a few wines along the way.
Indeed. Well, I love it. And I'll tell you, you know, at CNBC, we celebrate the four Atlantic provinces. We wave the fun flag.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, the dynamic that the winery owners, the vintners, if you will, the people that are representing these wineries are really enthusiastic and young and wonderful. You know, they're just engaged in this part of the world.
They're excellent. You know what? They are risk takers. They are master chefs. They have a touch and a feel for all things agricultural, and to be able to take all what nature offers in this very unique wine growing country and make some unique wines that people enjoy and they want to come back for more. Wow, that's quite a story.
Yeah, indeed. And I can't wait to taste them all.
Really? Well, stick with me and I'll show you around.
Very good.
Okay.
And with that, we were off to our first stop, where the fires are burning, the phone calls are free, and the fella who runs it is famous for fresh.
Well, he's like an international superstar now, ladies and gentlemen. Pete!
Stop it. will you?
Peter
Stop
Luckett,
it, yeah.
how are you?
Nice to
I was
meet-
saying
yeah.
Peter Luckett, and they said, who's Peter? And I said, because you're just Pete.
See,
to
the only
everyone.
person who
You're
called
like
me
Cher.
Peter was when my mum, if she was mad at me, she'd call me Peter, but everybody else calls me Pete.
Very
Yeah.
good. Well, we're not mad at you. We are thrilled to be here today. You're, of course, cooking up great food. And behind us, your spectacular vineyard.
Yeah, this is winter wonderland right now, and the vineyards, it's active all year round. Right now, we're actually pruning the vines, preparing them for next year's growth. Very important. They've got to be manicured, looked after, trimmed, tied, shaped back, and all ready for this year's super growth. It was a great growing season last year, so we're expecting another good year this one.
And now I'm looking around your shop in there, and you've got all types. You're growing everything here.
Yeah, we do a selection of reds, whites, and some fruit wines. It's a destination location that we are. You can't just be making one wine, because when people come here, they expect a variety to taste, to sample, to go with the different food we prepare. So it's all a part of the package.
When did you, did you just wake up one day and go, I want to be a vintner? Like, how did that happen?
Well, I bought this farm in 2000, so 13 years ago, and it was a lifestyle move to the country, you know, a bit of country living, grow a few fruits and vegetables, and I started to grow a few grapes. And the next minute, I've got a flipping vineyard. It kind of just happened.
You
Yeah,
don't
I've
do
got a
anything
winery.
small,
Yeah,
Pete,
yeah.
do you?
Well, just
small.
dive in, you know, that's me. Get stuck right in.
Very good. If there's anybody that knows food, it's this fella here. You're cooking it fresh. You've got all the fresh fixins, if you will, and you're whipping up some great dish for us today.
Well, we are. For our Winter Wine Festival, to serve the people up something hearty and warm and get right down to the soul, we thought soups and curries were the perfect dish for a day like today. We've got some fabulous chicken curry back there. I mean, just top of the pops, a little
Very
bit
good.
spicy. And the perfect wine that goes with curry is one of our aromatic whites, because these whites that we grow here in Nova Scotia are often perfect for spicy type foods. So the Ortega, which is a great variety, and the name of the wine, is the wine that we've paired with this chicken curry today. It will knock your socks off.
I can't wait. Let's try it.
Okay.
There's the man who made it, Chef Jeff. Thanks for this yummy dish. From May to October, he's cooking up the good stuff in their Crush Pad Bistro. Great glass of Luckett's wine to go with. Oh, heaven.
That's
Oh,
beautiful.
babe, does that hit the spot? Is that a match made in heaven?
I'm never leaving.
Does it titillate your taste buds? Never leaving.
Never
Wow.
leaving.
Well, not leaving without a tour anyway. And I'm glad I insisted, because it was in Luckett's private barrel cellar dining room that I discovered the talents of area artist and blacksmith Ian Hope Simpson. The table and buffet and that spectacular chandelier, all his craftsmanship. So we took a short detour down the road and up the hill a ways to his workshop. Hand-built by the man himself, by the way. Ian is truly gifted, so be sure to check out his website for more of his wonderful work. As for us, well, we're back on track with the Winter Wine Festival. Off to Lackady Vineyards we go. With over a quarter of a century of experience in winemaking, our next vinter has worked everywhere from Australia and BC to California and Ontario before settling with his family and setting up a wonderful winery here in Nova Scotia. We just had to meet the award-winning winemaker who's been receiving accolades all around the world.
And here, ladies and gentlemen, the man that runs the show, Bruce Stewart. How are you?
Hi, very good.
Now, he's dressed very casually. The next time we'll see him, you'll be in a tux. Is that right?
Yes, I'll be in a tux.
What's happening now?
Well, the ECMAs are in Halifax this year, the
Right.
25th anniversary, and we're the official sponsor, the wine sponsor
Very
for the
good.
event.
And
So-
you're going to be pouring?
Yeah, I'll be pouring on the red carpet.
Nice.
They're doing limos with the stars arriving, and I'll be greeting them with flutes of our Nova Scotia bubbly.
Perfect. Well, let's talk about bubbly, because that's one of your specialties here. And I noticed a sign that said organically bubbly. Now, what does that mean?
Organic means the grapes are certified organic.
Okay.
They're grown to certified organic standards, and also the wine is made certified organic. So our winery is certified as well.
I know I love the taste of it, but there's something special that goes into making it. When we talk about wines, I don't know anything about sparkling wine. How does that happen?
Well, ours is a traditional method of making sparkling wine, which is the same way as made in Champagne, France.
Okay.
So the bubbles are natural, and they're fermented in the bottle.
Okay.
So we built the winery into the side of the hill so that we can age our bubblies. You always see pictures of caves in France. We started a cave, and I always joke that if we keep expanding, we'll burrow all the way through South Mountain and end up in Windsor.
Nice.
But that's where they're aged, and what you have in your glass is aged for 3 years, for instance,
Okay.
the Prestige Brut. You get these beautiful toasty characters from yeast aging that good champagnes are famous for. Then we get it ready for release. So we do some riddling with the riddling racks behind you.
That's the upside down business? You call that riddling?
Yeah, that's called riddling. That's
Okay.
getting the yeast out of the bottle.
Okay.
And then we pop the caps and put corks in it.
From picking the grapes to in my glass and enjoying, what am I looking around?
This is 08, 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
Well, cheers to you. You're
Cheers.
doing it great.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bruce.
It was great to meet Ian Woodburn at Lackady too, and we thank him for sharing this fact.
All traditional method sparkling wine that's hand riddled will have a paint mark on the bottle so that during the process of riddling, you can tell how to turn it. The process of riddling clears your wine, and at the end of the riddling process, the paint mark will be up at 12 o'clock.
Still ahead on C&B Scene, we'll savor something sweet at Gaspro Vineyards, make a perfect batch at Domaine de Grand Pré, and get the scoop on Nova Scotia's very first wine appellation, Tidal Bay. We'll visit Avondale Sky and dole out some free stuff too, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
And to all the world I wish this message known. when it's apple blossom time in Annapolis Valley.
That's the face and the voice of country great and Port Hilford, Nova Scotia's own Wilf Carter. And while it's true this part of the province is best known for its great apple crops, the fact is it was also one of the first areas in North America to cultivate grapes, with crops raised for wine dating back to the 1600s. Maybe someday someone will write a song about that. Well, there's no question this day is something to write home about, and as for our next winery, plenty's been written about them. Whether it's etched on awards or engraved in medals, Domaine de Grand Pré wines have wowed the world. And that's just the half of it. Their Le Caveau restaurant just received a Taste of Nova Scotia Prestige Award for the Restaurant of the Year with chef-inspired fine dining. And that's on the heels of being named one of the 20 world's best winery restaurants by Wine Access magazine. Unbelievable! That chef must be something stellar.
And a handsome chef to boot. How about this fella? It's Jason Lynch. How are you?
I'm well.
Are ya?
Yeah.
I'm great. Now you're busy, but we've caught you at, I guess, a calm time of the year.
Yes.
Would that be fair?
Yeah, it's a little slower time of year for us. So
Yeah.
that's why we enjoy doing the Ice Wine Festival and getting a few more people out from the city and the surrounding areas.
Right. Now, you wouldn't know what to look at him, but he actually has restaurants in 2 provinces.
I have a restaurant here at Le Caveau, here on this site.
Right.
And then I have a restaurant called the Black Spruce in the middle of Grossmore
Nice.
National Park.
All right. Now, executive chef from all over, but came home to beautiful
Came home
Nova
to
Scotia.
Maritimes, yep.
Hey, you gotta love that.
Yeah, Maritimes on a whole I love.
There you go. And it's in your blood, and just down the road, really, right? You're a Valley guy.
Yeah, just grew up 10 minutes from this winery.
Nice. Well, it's good to have you back. And you're going to do sushi, which is not really sort of regional. Hey?
No, we're just doing a little twist, just to make it fun for everybody. I mean, we're so known for our seafood, and it lends itself so well. So, the middle of the winter, you're not usually thinking of sushi, so we just thought we'd change it up and make it a little fun for this time of year. It's mainly about the local product. We have some beautiful local fish and shellfish, so we decided we'd match that with the sushi. Even the tofu, we've got a tofu maker literally 2 minutes down the road. So we've done a roll with their smoked tofu, the wonderful scallops we have here in the Maritimes, the lobster. This roll is done with the Arctic char from Sustainable Blue. It's just the char, a little bit of avocado, the sushi rice, the nori.
And you went the outside route, which is always a little daunting for me.
The outside route is actually easier than the opposite. Yeah, a lot of people want to start with the nori on the outside.
Yeah.
But it tends to curl and peel open on you, where the rice, it's nice and sticky. So rice on the outside is actually...
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've tried it and given up.
And really the only trick to doing sushi rolls
Okay.
is
We're going to learn from the master here now.
When you have your mats,
Yes.
cover your mat in saran wrap.
Okay.
So it enables you to put pressure on the sushi roll. So if we were doing the roll and we're rolling it over, because the saran wrap won't stick to your rice,
Right.
you can
make it really smooth.
nice and snug.
Do you say smooshy?
Smooshy.
There you go. All right, very good. And then you just cut it up.
Yeah, and then you just line up your rolls and then you just cut them into your portions.
Okay, I'm going to try some of this. Is that
Yes.
okay? And I've got to talk to Cecilia. She's going to take me through
She's
what
gonna
to
take
pair
you,
it with.
She's going to take you through the wines. We've got a board set up here with all the sushis matched with an individual wine, and we'll get Cecilia to talk to you about the pairings.
Cecilia, what a selection! I mean,
Yeah, well, with the delicious sushi, you need some awesome wine, and that's what we have here.
well, take me through it because you really do have. Well, there's 6. I mean, my goodness.
6, yeah. So we started off here with our Cuvée Grand Pré, which is a traditional method sparkling wine. It's based on Céval Blanc, Lacadie Blanc, and then we added just a touch of Vidal ice wine to it to sweeten it a little bit. So that's the first one here. Then obviously white wines are definitely easier to enjoy with sushi than reds. So we went ahead with Céval Blanc right here. Then the Lacadie, of course.
Yes.
The Lacadie with the sushi roll. It's just
Can't beat it.
No.
Yeah.
Match
Okay.
made in heaven. Then the Muscat, the New York Muscat, which Jason paired with the spicy shrimp.
Okay.
Perfect.
I bet.
Really perfect. Then we still wanted to put a red in it, and this is our Leo Mio, which is a very light red wine, and therefore works really well with the tofu, with the smoked tofu there. Okay. And at the end, this is the Winter Wine Festival, so we had to, of course, add an ice wine. So that's our Vidal ice wine right there that he paired with the tuna, which is really nice too.
I can't. Now, do you have a favorite? I hate to put you on the spot.
Oh my!
I'm gonna try your favorite.
Well, I am a big fan of the tuna, but they're all good.
So this one here at the end?
The last
with
one.
the ice wine?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. Thank you so much.
You're more than
My
welcome.
goodness.
Thanks for coming.
No question, the Stutz family really know how to treat their guests. We're so grateful for the yummy lunch and the sushi smooshing tips. Domaine de Grand Pré is just one of the many stops along the wine tour route,